Hello everyone, how's it going, and welcome to today's Wild Rift guide. In today's guide we're going to be taking a look at Senna. Now, I haven't played Senna for quite a long time. I did a Senna video quite a while ago now. I picked her up again yesterday. We played Senna Nasus down in the duo lane, which is one of the strongest combos at the moment and one of the strongest duo combos down in the duo lane. Gets played a lot in competitive and is still really good in duo queue. Now, I have to specify duo queue is the main part of this video, because with Senna, most of the time you want to play fasting Senna. This means that Senna doesn't take any farm. She just tries to get as many stacks of her passive as possible and tries to get the soul drops, try and poke down the enemy champions. And then what you do, you have like a Nasus beside you, or you can use a champion like Galio. Gragas are two very good options. And what you do is a Senna, you just stay back, you heal up that tank that's in front of you, and you deal a lot of damage. And with this build, this is a more carry orientated Senna build. You can see with items like Man Immune and runes like Kraken Slayer. So going on to the build, as mentioned, Man Immune. This is mainly used if you're really the only ranged champion on your team. If you want to deal a lot more damage, then Man Immune is the best option. Yes, it's a little bit slower. Yes, it does take a little bit of time to come online, but Senna is a scaling champion anyway. You're not really the strongest during the early game, and you're not going to be getting that much gold. So stacking Man Immune, getting Man Immune fully stacked to the mirror mana gives you a lot of damage for Senna, and also allows you to spam as many spells as possible as well, because you basically have infinite mana with Man Immune. So most of the time with fasting Senna, because you're playing support, because you're not taking any farm, you're mainly only going to be getting 2, maybe 3 items. So Divine Sunder is still quite a good item as well. You can skip Divine Sunder completely if you want to, if maybe you're against a lot of squishy champions, because Divine Sunder is really good against champions that are building a lot of maximum health, because you deal more damage to them. But the stats are really great for Senna anyway. You know, maximum health, attack damage, ability haste. The item is still really strong. You can also go for Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver is a great item for Senna. The passive as well, dealing physical damage to a champion, reduce their armor by 4% for a few seconds. So it allows you to stack up really easily on Senna with her auto attacks, with her abilities as well, with her long range abilities, especially on her first ability. So really nice. You reduce the armor, you do a lot of damage, and then the Divine Sunderer helps you do a lot of damage to champions that are building a lot of health. So that works hand in hand. It works really well. For the boots, most of the time you want to go for Ionian boots. You can go for Redemption as the boots enchant, or you can go for Locket, depending on what your team already has. If your team already has a Locket or a Redemption, go for the opposite one instead, because the Redemption and the Locket doesn't stack. As I get a follower notification. I forgot to turn it off, but it's fine. So yeah, Black Cleaver is a really good item for Senna. And then Rapid Fire Cannon for the extra range. Gives you a lot of attack speed as well. Gives you the crit rate, even though Senna does get crit rate from getting stacks on her passive. Rapid Fire Cannon can help you a little bit to get some more crit. But yeah, like I said, the extra range that you get from Rapid Fire Cannon is really nice. You can also go for Runa's Hurricane. Runa's Hurricane is also not that bad. If the enemies are grouping up together, you can do a lot of spread damage. And then you have Serrader's Grudge. If you want more armor penetration, if you feel like you need more armor penetration, you can go for Serrader's Grudge. Also helps a lot with the slow effects, because of the icy passive. Gives you attack damage and gives you ability haste. But to be honest, because you have Black Cleaver in your build, sometimes you don't really need Serrader's Grudge. Again, it depends on the enemy team comp. You can go for items like Guardian Angel instead, but like I said, most games you'll be getting 3 items. So Man Immune, Divine Sunder, and Black Cleaver are your 3 core items. If you don't want to go Man Immune, if you feel like you have like another carry on your team, or you feel like you don't really need to be the main carry on your team, you can completely skip out Man Immune. You can delete Man Immune from the build, and you can just go for Divine Sunderer, Black Cleaver, and then Rapid Fire Cannon. You could just go for that. You have to be a little bit careful on your mana, but this just gives you a power spike a bit earlier on in the game, instead of you having to wait for Man Immune to be fully stacked. Now for the runes, now I normally like to play Grasp of the Undying with Senna, but I played Kraken Slayer in this gameplay, and my god, this Kraken Slayer hurt. Kraken Slayer Senna is insanely strong. It got changed very recently, where it now applies from on hit effects, so it also works with Senna's first ability. So all you need to do with Senna is auto attack, use your first ability, and then auto attack again. Really easy to get the Croc of Kraken Slayer. Works really well during laning phase, because during laning phase you want to try and poke as much as possible with your abilities and with your auto attacks. So most of the time you'll be able to proc Kraken Slayer and get the true damage in the early game during the laning phase. And honestly, the later the game goes, the stronger this becomes. It's really strong, really powerful. I definitely recommend you give it a try. Another rune that got changed not a while ago, but got changed in this recent patch, is Giant Slayer. I think Giant Slayer is really good for champions like Senna that doesn't really need, you know, Gathering Storm is not really good for Senna. You can maybe go for Champion for Senna if you want more damage during the laning phase. That can help a lot. But other than that, there's not really other runes you need to go for Senna. Hunter Vampirism, you don't really need the extra physical vamp. You know, Brutal's not really that great. Weakness can work quite well if you want to get Serrader's Grudge earlier, because it does work with Serrader's Grudge. But Giant Slayer is really good, especially because in the game at the moment, there's a lot of champions and a lot of players just building a lot of bonus health. And all you need is 500 bonus health, and then you can deal 10% bonus damage to that champion. So if a champion builds Divine Sunderer or Black Cleaver, Dead Man's Plate, Thornmail, even Ardent Censer, Infinity Orb, Morellonomicon, you know, all these items give bonus health. So any bonus health that the enemy champions build, you'll deal bonus damage to them. So it doesn't really help a lot during the laning phase unless you're against a tank support, but it helps a lot when you get into the mid and late game and you're going to get into them team fights. Nullifying Orb is still really strong as well. You build quite a lot of AD with this build, you know, with Man Immune, Divine Sunderer, and also Black Cleaver. You have a lot of AD, so 50% of your bonus AD will then be converted to the shield of Nullifying Orb. It did get nerfed a little bit, but I still think it is really strong. And then for your last rune is Hunter Genius, just making sure you can use your abilities more often. You know, your first ability for your heal, your second ability for the root, third ability to turn everyone pretty much invisible, and then your ultimate as well. And then for some of the spells, we have Flash and we have Exhaust. Sometimes I feel like you don't really need Exhaust because you're going to be staying at long range with Senna anyway, but I still like to run Exhaust, you know, just in case if like an assassin jumps on top of you or a bruiser gets within range, you can use Exhaust, use your second ability, and then kite away, so you can stay in auto attack range, you can keep your distance, and you can still deal a lot of damage, especially with Kraken Slayer. Yep, that's everything with Senna. Like I said, you can change this build up ever so slightly. You can go for Grasping Undying if you want to. It's still really good if you want to go for a more tanky orientated Senna build. But again, this is more of a carry build with Man Immune, with Kraken Slayer. This is if you want to carry the game. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. Take care, and I'll see you in the next Wilder video. Peace. Welcome to Wild Rifts. Let's go.
I'm not running from them anymore. They're running from me. Minions have spawned. Death doesn't leave scars. That's enough. Lucian thought I was lost, but I was only changed.
You max E, by the way, Banskew. I don't know if you know that or not. I'm guessing Banskew knows how to play this, but I could be wrong.
It's through it.
I do so much damage with Kraken Slayer. What the hell?
Wanna kill me? Get in line. Small talk wasn't really part of my training. Death is always in range. Lucian thought I was lost, but I was only changed.
He lives that. He lives that, chat. That's so unlucky. Unlucky. I'm gonna go man immune this game because I'm the only one that has range damage. So I need a man immune this game to actually deal damage. So I'll probably go man immune into Divine Thunder or something this game. Something like that. Probably man immune into Divine Thunder. Or maybe Black Cleaver. Actually, no, it'll probably be Divine Thunder.
I forgive. No one else has to.
Oops. Oops, I mean to take that.
Lucian thought I was lost, but I was only changed.
Let's go, baby! Wait, Senna with Kraken feels so good. Senna with Kraken Slayer feels so damn good. You do so much damage. Well, that's close.
I forgive.
Holy moly! Hey, what's up, mid-judge? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna get top tower, I guess.
That's enough. The only way out of the mist is through. Turret destroyed.
I mean, me and Banskew are pretty fucking strong this game.
Small talk wasn't really part of my training.
Me and Banskew are pretty damn strong. He already has 2 items completed. Like, that's crazy strong.
I forgive.
But like, why is the whole of our team inting? How is the whole of our team running it down? And me and Banskew are completely smurfing.
The only way out of the mist.
You get it? Got it.
Killing spree. Your team has stolen the Rift Herald. Under attack.
Death is always Small talk wasn't really part of my training. Die again, I'll pass. Death doesn't leave scars. I think it's the hard way.
They're all so low. They are all so low.
The only way out of the mist is through it. Small talk wasn't really part of my training. Get in line. I can do the hard way.
Alright, it's not bad.
What I was doing. That's enough.
This is balanced. This is a very balanced combo, by the way. Very
The only way
balanced.
out of the mist is through it. Die again, I'll pass.
Oh my god. My aiming there was on fucking point. You see that, chat? I moved my ulti to where the Gragas exactly put the champions. That was kind of disgusting. Oh shit, now I might be dead. I'm fine. Holy shit, I'm on point this game.
But I was only chained.
My Senna's on point this game. Holy shit. What was my ulti? My ulti was kind of disgusting. It's like I was aiming it up here and then I moved it quickly because I saw the Gragas ulti and my ulti was on point. Holy shit. We're popping. If you can hear me, Banskew, just go Leandry's next.
I forgive. No one else has to. That's enough. Lucian thought I was lost, but I was only changed.
More than you know. No, baby, you're the best, yeah.
Small talk wasn't really part of my training.
More than you know.
I'll pass.
That guy's just dead, right?
Death doesn't leave scars.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good. The only thing is, I think if you go Kraken Slayer, then you don't need to go Divine Sunderer. I don't know. Maybe it's still okay. Maybe Divine Sunderer is still okay to go.
Death doesn't leave scars.
I think it's still a good item. Senna Nasus is such a disgusting combo, by the way. Like, this combo is so disgusting.
Small talk wasn't really part of my training. The only way out of this is through it.
Oh my god, look how much he tanked up. He tanked so much damage, chat. Like, Nasus tanks so much fucking damage. And we just kill everyone. But how broken is this combo, chat? How broken is this combo? Do you see? I was just healing him from behind. And Nasus tanked 20 million damage. Basically. Oh my god, man. It's so disgusting.
The only way out of the mist is through.
Oh, lucky. I don't have ulti for this now. I should really go back for Black Cleaver.
Lucian thought I was lost.
That's fine. We can just take this.
But I was only changed.
You just flash him. Ulti in 2 seconds. think we just go back here.
Scars.
I think we just reset the Baron. Just in me. Give them shots.
Small talk wasn't really part of my training.
I'm not alone. Okay. We got our Zeal now. Zeal?
The only way out of the
No
mist
esports today?
is
Nope, no esports today, unfortunately. Exclamation mark ESL. The next ESL tournament will be on Monday, tomorrow. Next ESL tournament's tomorrow. We take this really slow, by the way. Oh my god, my damage, hello? What is my damage? My damage was pretty disgusting. Yeah, exclamation mark ESL if you want to have a look. Exclamation mark ESL. There you go. Oh. Nice. Good game. MVP performance as well. 35,000 damage. Balanced. Very balanced. Very, very balanced.